Yeah, hi, I'm Charles Robb. I'm an Associate Professor of Visual Arts at QUT, and I want to talk today about the work that won the runner-up Sculptor of the Year prize. This is Cam Crossley's After the Swim, it's called. The thing that attracted us to this work was that it's got a graphic quality, that it really commands your attention as soon as you see it because of the strong play of shadows that the artist has been able to create. I suppose this strong use of shape in the way they've formed the steel. It's really clean, really crisp, and for people who haven't worked with Corten steel, they may not appreciate that delicacy that the artist has shown here is actually a really, really difficult thing to achieve. So it's got this wonderful poise. It's got a great kind of architectural quality. It's a study of flat planes and curved planes and all of that. But what we love about it was the fact that, yes, it's using the human body as a point of departure, but it's not being limited to that. It's using that as something to abstract from. And of course, this beautiful shift in materials as the artist sort of sets up this premise, I guess, of the Corten steel and all of its rusty surface, and then with this gilded surface there and those piercing eyes, it's a beautiful counterpoint, and it really took the judges, and we found this one very, very appealing. Loved spending time with it. And now we're here with the Sculptor of the Year prize, the overall prize, the grand prize, and this year it goes to, surprisingly perhaps for many, surprisingly for us as the judges, a small work, a delicate work. This wonderful work called Precious by the artist Megan Robinson struck the judges unanimously as a standout work because of the delicacy of the materials that the artist has used here, the way that it really responds to and works with silhouette and and the shadow and the interaction with the wall and so forth. But I suppose the thing that really spoke to us so directly was the artist's use of text and the way in which it speaks to a very, I think, familiar experience with the ways in which language project themselves onto the young female body and sort of become part of the garment with which it's worn. This is a work which has a feminist message, but what we also loved about it is the fact that the sculptural text that these words that the artist has selected, these problematic words, these words that carry a big kind of gender emphasis, become entangled through the sculptural medium, and they start to become just a pattern, just something that's sort of being worn in potentially a kind of a carefree and quite delicate way by the invisible body within this. It's a beautiful statement. It ultimately talks about empowerment, but it's also referring to some pretty major forces that are taking place in the world outside. It's engaging with big things, but it's doing it in a very poetic and gentle way. And that beautiful balance, that poise, is the thing that really swung this work. We really loved it, and I recommend it to you. It's quite a delightful work to spend time with.
The 2025 Sculpture on the Edge judging panel would also like to acknowledge and congratulate the following artists. David Schmidt, who has won Early Career Sculptor for his piece Jellyfish. Ali Dalton, who has won Small Sculptor for her piece Touch as a Whisper. Margaret Shaw, who has won Upcycled Sculptor for her piece The Stone Trojan. And Jean Bennett, who has won Local Sculptor for her piece Hope is a Thing with Feathers. Sculpture on the Edge is open 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. until December 7th at Flaxton Gardens.